Okay, everyone, we have ourselves a 1v1, a bit of a live cast here. We haven't done this in quite a little bit of time, so bear with me outside of course, our tournament. But we have JonTaun squaring off against the mighty Turin. Turin is playing the High Elves, and we have JonTaun on his Dark Elves. Of course, this being part of the whole early access portion of the game, Turin brought the lovely Alariel, and JonTaun brought Crone Helebron. So let's take a look at Turin's army here real quick. So we've got some archers here in the back line, the Everqueen as well. I'm sorry, the Everqueen's court guard, which are the Sisters of Averlorn, Regiment of Renown unit here. Take a look at them. Really great magic attack, really great flaming attacks, as well as AP. The only AP units that are range outside of the obvious Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower for the High Elves. He has a nice backline here of some Spearmen. That's going to help prevent him against any kind of flanking maneuvers. But by the wily JonTaun, with 2 units of Illyrian Reaver Archers, one of them being the new Heralds of the Wind, Regiments of Renown here. They're really great because they're a little bit faster, not a ton faster. They have 105 speed, compared to, I think this is the 95 or the 90 speed of the normal Illyrian Reaver Archers. But you can see that already Turin is starting to unleash with the superior range of his units against all of the Witch Elves, the Sisters of Slaughter that are coming from him down range. Oh man, look at that. Whoo! You got that thing just being riddled by the Sisters of Averlorn. And I believe JonTaun took the regiments. Yeah, so these are the Blades of the Blood Queen, which give Guardian. That's why he's stacking them up. Oh man, look at that. The Fireborn. These are your Regiments of Renown Dragon Princes that have come in here hot and heavy. Now, they do have anti-large, which is pretty huge. They are pretty expensive though, so it's up to up to Turin to really kind of use them to good advantage here. Now you can see that he's putting those the Fireborn directly onto Crone Helebron because she's going to be really easy to take down with that anti-large. Ooh, Pendulum going off here right down the line. But you have a ton of overlapping fire from Turin, a ton of overlapping coming out from the Bolt Fiends, which these guys actually have shield breakers, so it's a little bit easier for things to break through the melee, or I'm sorry, the range defense of a lot of the other High Elf units here. Oh, looks like the Fireborn are broken by the combined might of both of these units of Dark Shards firing into them, as well as the Crone just slamming through. Those Sisters of Battle, or I'm sorry, those Sisters of Slaughter just going in heavy here, marked up against those Blades of the Blood Queen, which again, keep in mind here, these are the new Regiments of Renown when they do give Guardian, so it really does allow for Crone Helebron to just run up and down the line. But she is not in good health here, so she's got to be a little bit more careful. And you can see that the backline for Turin is still in good working order, but then again, oh, Archer's just getting murked by a huge pendulum here. The Sisters of Slaughter and Witch Elves kind of cleaning up the White Lions of Trace on the flanks on both sides. I think the Pyramid Company was taken over here. They're a little beaten and scarred, clearly, but maybe they can come back in the fight and do some damage. But I think this is pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. The Illyrian Reaver Archers in the background still kind of trying to get some damage out. They got some Cold One Knights kind of hunting them throughout the whole entire night, but at least it's taken some of the effort off of the Dark Shards off of the main focus of the army. But I think it's kind of, again, a little bit of a foregone conclusion here. Alariel kind of jumps in with the Fireborn for a combined charge on the Witch Elves and Sisters of Slaughter here. Oh, but Helebron doth cometh. Just like scooting people away, like in a Walmart with like a shopping basket, just pushing them like, excuse me, I gotta get to the pickles. Well, we're in an interesting situation here because we do have this full unit of Blades of the Blood Queen, and they are very strong. The Sisters of Averlorn, I believe, are right here. Oh yeah, so these Sisters of Averlorn are almost completely out of ammo, but if they can get online to start shooting at Crone Helebron, that might help put things in a little bit better of a situation. But I think that there might be just too much gone here. Oh, look at this charge. And those Fireborn are so cool looking. So you got the Sisters of Avalorn here firing into these Witch Elves. Again, as always, Witch Elves have terrible armor and really low missile defense, so they do get ripped up pretty hard here. A really great way to just kind of isolate and destroy that unit that can otherwise tank some of the other heavier hitting units, such as these Fireborn, out of the larger army. Still hanging on by a thread here. Oh, got some cyclocharging coming in from these Heralds of the Wind. Or maybe not. Spoke too soon. They're still getting dogged by these Cold One Knights. I think the big issue is they have 2 packs of Dread Spears, which is going to be really rough against pretty much just large units left for Turin's army. And this 1 unit of Bolt Fiends is going to really put a lot of hurt and hate into the Fireborn here. Well, we got those Sisters of Avalorn back online, trying to get those that last kill here on Queen Hellebrand. Those shots downrange are going to be pretty significant. Even if they get charged by these Cold One Knights, they're still in a pretty good position. Oh, and as you can see, Turin used a pretty good screen here. He pulled JonTaun's Cold One Knights into the Spearmen here, using a nice little screen to help kind of alleviate the threat of those Cold One Knights to get his Illyrian Reaver archers back on the harass. Got a nice little heal here coming off of the Star of Avalorn here. This is replenishing hit points of combatants, as you guys know from the tournament. Oh, that pendulum is not going to go well. Oof. That was probably the nail in the coffin, because those were going to be the things that really were going to be able to take down Crone Hellebrand. A murder party tricking off here with the gaze of Cain. Oof. Things are not looking swell at this point. L'Oreal just trying to eke out whatever she can. Look at that. Being hunted down by the Raptor Kings of old. Damn, look at that, man. Just the Dark Elves hunting through the night. Just this final unit of archers kind of trying to hold the line. Illyrian Reavers in the background harassing. You have both of them actually are still online. I thought we lost one of them already, but they're both still there. Oh, Melkosmos fighting Miasma is going to slow them down significantly, but there's not many things that can actually catch them. And there we go. I think we've pretty much hit the end of things here. I think we're going to get some army losses kicking in here as soon as L'Oreal starts to capsize a little bit. I'm surprised she's actually doing as well against all of these Cold One Knights, because these Cold One Knights, as you guys know, do have that anti-large, and she is considered large on her little steed here. Walmart coming through, just pushing through. Y'all got a sale still? Trying to get them sales on pickles. Archers have fled. Yeah, the Illyrian Reaver archers in the background here that have fled. I believe the Heralds of the Wind are now completely off the board here. And I believe this is the end for Turin. L'Oreal getting consumed by a ton of Cold One Knights. Oh! Just pull. Oh, man! Nice little rear charge here from the Illyrian Reaver archers. Unsuspected. But these Raptors, they know no quarter. Uh-oh, Walmart cart coming through. Excuse me, L'Oreal, I gotta find the pickles. And there we go. It held on by a thread there, but unfortunately JonTaun pulled out on top with that one and clutched the win. Well, I wouldn't even say clutched the win. I think he held a pretty firm advantage throughout the majority of that fight. I think that there was just that pendulum in the very beginning did a lot to both knock out the Pure Main Company and do a lot to kind of really buckle Turin's right line. And in conjunction with those, the Blades of the Blood Queen, those really played a hand in keeping Crone Hellebrand at full health, or at least at maximum, durability, survivability, while the Sisters of Avalorn were just kind of pouring on shots into her. But at 183 kills, you can see that definitely she gets the job done. If she has the ability to just move up and down a line of units and kill them, oh, that Walmart cart just does some serious damage. But the Witch Elves used a really good effect here too, in conjunction with the Sisters of Slaughter. Usually you don't see a line like this that's so heavy into this, because the High Elves can really pick apart all 4 of those units. But again, with the Guardian passive of those Blades of the Blood Queen, it does really help to keep the survivability a little bit higher. But you can also take a look here that the Everqueen's Court Guard didn't really get a chance to come online 100% because they can really dish out a ton of damage. In fact, the biggest and the best performers in the army were the Fireborn. And at the 1900 points cost that they are, I definitely think that that was a well worth the cost in this event here. But as always, guys, thanks for watching here today. We'll have plenty more coming out for some early access action, head-to-head campaigns, and all sorts of cool goodies. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that action. Have a good one, and take care.